Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Rita. Welcome to my channel, Language of the Day. Today we're going to study about recount text. But before we start the lesson, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the thumbs up icon below. Thank you. So let's get on with the lesson, okay? Recount text is very familiar with our daily life. We often use spoken recount in real life situation. Have you ever been in tense situation and you tell the story with your friends? Or maybe you've been in an exciting experience and share it with others? If yes, it means that you already use a recount text. So what is recount text actually? A recount text is a text which tells about something that happened in the past. It talks about what happened, who was involved, where it took place, when and why it happened. The text's purpose or goal is to retell events or experiences in the past to the reader or listener. Now let's take a look at the generic structure of the text. The first one is orientation. It gives the readers the background information needed to understand the text, such as who was involved, where it happened, and when it happened. The second is event. This series of events are put in order or in a chronological sequence. And the last one is reorientation. Reorientation is a personal comment about the event or what happened in the end. In recount text, there are some language features. The tenses often used in recount text are simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous tense. It also uses temporal sequence like on Saturday, on Monday, on Sunday. The text focuses on specific participant. For example, I, as the writer. Conjunction often used in recount text such as then, before that, after, and the text using action verb, for example, when, stayed, crossed, and so on. Here are examples of written recount text. Let's check this out. The first one is recount text about the writer's experience in his or her holiday in Mount Bromo. My holiday. Last week, I went to Mount Bromo. I stayed at my friend's house in Probolinggo, East Java. The house has a big garden with colorful flowers and a small pool. In this first paragraph, it talks about the setting of the story, like when it happened, who were taking part in the story, and what happened in general. Okay, these are the series of events in the story. In the morning, my friend and I saw Mount Batok. The scenery was very beautiful. We rode on horseback. It was scary, but it was fun. Then we went to get closer look at the mountain. We took pictures of the beautiful scenery there. After that, we took a rest and had lunch under a big tree. Before we got home, we went to the zoo at Wonokromo. We went home in the afternoon. The story are written in chronological way using temporal sequence like in the morning. And this is the reorientation of the story. We were tired. However, I think it was really fun to have a holiday like this. I hope my next holiday will be more interesting. To close the story, the writer tells how his or her feelings about the holiday. Okay, now the other example is historical recount text with the title The Battle of Surabaya. Take a look at this orientation part of the text. The Battle of Surabaya was fought between pro-independence Indonesian soldiers and militia against British and British Indian troops as a part of the Indonesian National Revolution. The orientation is explaining about who involved in the incident. Next are a series of events. On 27 October 1945, a British plane from Jakarta dropped leaflets over Surabaya urging all Indonesian troops and militia to surrender their weapons. The leaders of the Indonesian troops and militia were angered, seeing it as a breaking of the agreement reached with Malabi earlier. Brigadier A.W.S. Malaby, the British brigade commander in Surabaya, was traveling about Surabaya to spread the news about the new agreement to his troops. Shortly after that, Malaby was shot and killed. That made Lieutenant General Sir Philip Christensen was angered. At dawn on 10 November, British troops began a methodical advance through the city under the cover of naval and air bombardment. Fighting was heavy, with British troops clearing building room by room. The battle was the heaviest single battle of the revolution and became a national symbol of Indonesian resistance. Considered a heroic effort by Indonesians, the battle helped galvanize Indonesian and international support for Indonesian independence. The events in the story are put in order. Start with the background of the battle, what had triggered the battle, and the battle itself. The events are written with some adverbs of time like 27 October 1945, 10 November, and also using tenses like simple past tense. For example, dropped, were killed, and so on. And also some past continuous tense like was traveling. The last part of the text is reorientation. In this story, the writer relates the incident with the current condition. It was a day now commemorated in Indonesia as Heroes' Day. Okay, that is the lesson of today about Recount Text. Hopefully, this video will help you out to understand more about Recount Text. And see you in my other videos. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.